Good evening. Welcome to Summoners Weekly. We're here at the Las Vegas Regional. I'm here with my co-host,
Caleb.
And we're here with a familiar guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself again for those that don't know.
Hello, Summoners Weekly. I'm here, Shinya Lal. You guys know me. I'm here a lot.
Shinya, we love you.
I love you too, brother.
I just want you to know, man, that it's nice. You're one of the familiar faces, both a competitive, casual, and a collector. You're like every bit of collecting, like, player. You're the ideal Riftbound player, I feel
right.
like.
If someone looks at me, they go, yeah, that guy plays card games.
That guy plays card games. Okay.
He loves card games.
He loves card games.
But I mean, let's be for real. You're a card shark. You're good. You're not just a player. You're good at the game.
Not only good, but like you've also probably the luckiest, I think, from Spirit Forge since it's been released. You've pulled 3 signature cards.
I'm gonna correct you. It's probably
4. It is 4. It's actually it's 5. 2 Leonas in set 1, Darius, Set, and Yasuo.
This guy, I wish I had the Shinya luck. I haven't pulled a single signature yet.
Ooh.
Caleb at least has 1.
Well, got the Ari.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh,
Hey, speaking of which, bye-bye Ari. But it's okay, it's okay. We live on to the next day. The money from Ari is going to fund Caleb's collection, travel, all the things he's going to need. And honestly, at the end of the day, you picked up a launch edition Ari, so I think, like, you're winning.
I was gonna say, we're at 5 out of the 9 total Aris there are. I'm coming for the best of the metal, and we'll seem to try to find my way back into the signatures in Atlanta.
You watch out, man. In Atlanta, Caleb's going for the Ari. Another confirmed Ari competitor. But hey, I want to focus this short pod or short form or whatever the heck we end up calling it, right? It is the final day of the Las Vegas Regional.
Yes, sir.
Something super special. We have a stacked top 8 about to come. We're going to be here all night. This is kind of round 12. I believe round 12 has just started.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen amazing performances from Alanzq. Prismat chopping it up on stage. Dude, Prismat's Draven is very, very scary.
He's playing an entirely different game than all of us.
I truly feel like he looks at the game differently.
Yeah.
I look at it so casually, but Prismat, he's like cool and collected. We walked up to the stage, and I think it terrified me.
I was gonna say, it's not just Prismat, not just Alanzq, but all these pro competitive players. JD said it just a moment ago, but walking over to that stage, you just feel this kind of sort of immense pressure that kind of stacks on you. It's so quiet over there. It's almost like you can hear them think about their plays and what they're gonna do.
Yep.
These players are smart.
Dude, they were locked in. They weren't just locked in. It was terrifying to see how casual I am compared to them.
Oh, yeah.
Because like the level of skill and gameplay from them, you could just tell. Prismat was taking notes, and I was like, I'm nowhere near that level of competitiveness. But hey, kudos to you, man, because like that is crazy. What do you think about the pro plays here, Shinya?
I'm starting to realize that this game is 20% about the cards in your hand, and 80% how you're playing, what your opponent is thinking, what your opponent has up, what do they draw, watching their body language. You need to think 2, 3, 4 turns ahead. That's an issue that I'm running into. And it's so funny that you say that watching these competitive players play and you're calling me good. Compared to these people, I might as well be a baby playing the game.
If you're a baby, what does that make myself? What does that make Caleb? You know what I mean? I beat you on the channel, bro.
Oh my. Y'all, do not let that video fool you. JD has lost 4 events to me now, 5 events to me now.
We don't have there's video of 1, so it's only technically 1, but it's only, if it's recorded it matters. If not, I need the proof.
I beat him in multiple pack battles today. He's upset.
So we've had an amazing opportunity connecting with pro players. Bro, we're sitting at the table here in the morning. And like you and I, so if you follow us on Twitter, we hit some cards around the venue. We hit 1 card every day. We handed 1 card to the prize wall for somebody to take home in the event that they didn't have any prize wall tickets.
Oh, cool.
We wanted them to like go home with something. We also gave out a Summoners Weekly buff. It was our own creation, right?
That's cute.
Anyways, we hit a 1,000-tail watcher earlier, and you and I were sitting down. We were just kind of casually looking to see if anyone saw it, because every day both days we posted, both cards have been gone within
Seconds.
no like
Minutes.
like 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes.
I think the
they're gone.
second day, the guy like ran in. I was
Oh
watching
yeah,
the video.
and that's why we waited for like standard admission the second day or the third day today.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh my goodness, like premium admission they cooked them, right?
Yeah.
Hey, no big deal, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, the reason I bring it up, I hear someone talking behind me, and it's Alanzq.
That's
My idol, bro.
yeah.
He helped me win on my skirmish win with Misfortune. I watched his videos, studied his gameplay, and really learned everything I could. I gave him a Misfortune signed by both Caleb and I said, bro, you inspired me to play better. And I just want to say this, I think he's the most handsome man in Riftbound. Ooh, maybe tied with...
I was gonna say, maybe tied with Diwali. Diwali and
That boy eats his Wheaties.
and Ali Eldrazi, they're huge. They're so buff. It's insane, and it makes me wonder: is the muscle to brain ratio on these pro players equivalent? Because not only are they buff as hell, they're smart as hell, making it to these top 8 plays. I mean, they're highly competitive players, and of course, you followed this guy around. I remember every time I'd ask you about MF or how you structured your deck whenever we'd play against each other, like Ali Eldrazi deck list. That's what I'm running.
That's my go right there. Is my go.
Yeah, there's something else to be said about the muscles thing. The game was just about keeping your body sustained as well. I mean, this is ironic coming from me. Drink your water.
Oh my
Get your
goodness, we
sleep.
love you, Shinya.
It's so important to work out a little bit, get that water in your system, get a good night's sleep. There's so much to that I think a lot of people, myself included, miss when we come into these events.
I think Shinya just hit the nail right on the head. When we walked into Alan earlier, his bag stacked with waters.
Yes.
And on the first day, we heard that he was maybe a little bit under the weather, but I mean, with his performance here in Vegas, I think that's just not true. He was on his A game.
Bro, we walk up, so it's crazy. Prismat's playing his game, right? Alan is touching the stage. He's right up on it. He's just studying. And everyone around the venue is doing their thing, playing their side events, doing their side quests. Alan is just ready for it. He's ready to pounce, bro. And honestly speaking, maintaining your body is important, right? Like these long events, being able to eat well, get rest, water's so important. Those small things can cause you to make a misplay that would cost you the entire game.
And I mean, I just want to talk about it. The calm-headed and collectiveness of all these pro players. I mean, Ali Eldrazi, Diwali, Alanzq, Colin, and Grappler.
Oh, dude.
Another buff guy in the Riftbound pro scene. And I just want to say, all these people that we've got to meet and speak with, they're so calm, they're so collected. You ask them any question, they're able to answer it immediately without hesitation. And you just want to believe them, right? Like off of everything, just because they're so knowledgeable, they know what they're doing, and they're so sure and collected about their answers.
And I think we go ahead. I know we brought up Grappler. Grappler's on Lux.
Don't get me started.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was so Grappler obviously is in day 2, obviously, as we are at day 2 of main. I watched Grappler on main stage take down a Draven on his Lux.
On Lux.
On Lux, took down Draven.
Imperial Decree, Bellows Breath. Who would have thought Imperial Decree, Bellows Breath would be such a cracked combination?
And it's so funny, I was actually scrolling on Twitter earlier, and I saw him talk about how he misplayed in game 1. And I just want to say, the fact that he was able to calculate his misplay and turn that around for himself and absolutely, just go crazy the next couple rounds to make it into another win. And I'm honestly kind of scared. I have my Riftbound on the line. JD guessed that it was going to be Lux taking the win. But we also have somebody else with a Zir.
Bro, we have a couple people going off. And I think anyone can take it. Obviously, Draven's got a large percentage of the meta show out.
Yeah.
But, dude, Grappler on Lux, he may get top 8.
Oh, yeah. It's possible.
It's insane.
I don't even think it's a matter of May right now. I think, based off of his performance, he's definitely conceding, or not conceding, competing for top 8 right now.
It's gonna. Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a minute, but no. Speaking of the misplays, another Shinya pro tip: don't beat yourself up over misplays. Realize what you did and how you can do better, because that's what these pro players do. They don't make a misplay and I threw the game, it's over. Get into that bad mental. You gotta stay positive. Realize what you did, and just don't make that mistake again.
And never make the mistake again. It's the beauty of the game, right? Again, we talked about it a while back, but being able to identify the play is like 75% of the battle. If you can identify when that play was misplayed, then you grow 25% knowing you won't make that play again, misplay again. Or, also keep in mind, you misplay again. Why is that? Is it a environmental factor? Is it a physical factor? Like literally, are you tired? Are you overthinking? Are you overdoing what you're doing? Or are you just bad at the game like me?
And I mean, and I feel like we've said it multiple times in, different videos. I know we've brought it up. Guys, these games, I mean, like you said, don't beat yourself up over it. And it's all about the preparation that goes into it. I really don't think these pro players would be as calm and collected as they are if they didn't, run as many games as they do, play against as many great players as they do. And one thing I'd like to say, and it really sticks and resonates with me, is the community of it. These pro players have gotten to where they are not just on their own, but by competing against their own teammates. These are teams of pro players combating, going against each other head to head daily to get their reps in. And they're not just going out to their locals. They're creating game nights. They're creating spaces where they're allowed to perform and practice and really learn the game.
So we were looking at singles earlier. I was finishing my Spirit Blossom set in Yasuo collection. Anyway, I got my 3s. We're there. I see the Challenger TCG guys.
Yeah,
I see one of them come by with a shirt on, and I talk to him. And while we're talking to him, he's like, "Oh yeah, we scrim against each other all the time." High-level players competing against each other and practicing gets them to where they are able to go into a competition confidently and at least know, hey, I can match a high-level competitive player. And so if Challenger TCG can do it, if Summoners Weekly can start it, find your group. Find your group where you're at. Lock the heck in.
And dude, so I used to, when I saw someone at locals that I knew was good, I used to dread it. Nowadays, I'm looking forward to it. Because at the end of the day, you don't get better by beating people that aren't as good as you at the game. You just straight up don't. So another thing to think about, I think I have a lot of games played. I probably have like 300-400 games played of Riftbound. Some of these guys have thousands of games played. And I'm always learning something new. And imagine learning something new out of thousands of games. Little things, little micro plays here and there. It's an again, these people are playing an entirely different game than we are.
And it's really crazy because, on the way here, we were talking about different plays. After watching, the content and the live streams, hearing the casters talk about the games, there's a lot of different interaction pieces you learn. And I think not only coming to these events, not only getting ready for these events, but the after. That's kind of what you got to think about after these day 3s is what is going to happen after this event. We have another regional happening in the Spirit Forge set before Unleashed comes out. That's another 2 months of preparation for these players, preparation for you guys at home. So really gather it together, find out these different techs, these different plays. We were talking in the car about how different scenarios worked and how to get through these different plays. And really all you can do is play it, question about it, and see where it leads. And one thing I wanted to bring up from the Challenger TCG topic is they said that this is their job. They train and work together. It's a commitment to come out here and to play at that pro level. And one thing I want to say to you guys at home is make the jump. We recently had Jimmy on, and he just took his step into the competitive scene. He said he'd only had played one game of Riftbound before, and
it was a deck I lent him at locals. It was a budget Yasuo, and he had the time of his life.
And that just really goes to show all you got to do is start. I think we've talked about it multiple times on the channel. It's the content creation, the competitive play, the meeting of your locals, the casting with the casters, all of it.
He's right behind you. He's right over there.
Oh my goodness!
Right, yeah, we're literally right there.
You think if I waved him down, you think he'd come over here?
Potentially.
I'll give him my spot.
Let me go ask him.
Go. And it's just crazy that all of this starts with one step.
Oh yeah, that's it.
All you need to do is start.
Yes, sir.
So if you're at home, go start.
Oh yeah, exactly.
All right, we got Alanzq coming up in just a little bit.
Awesome.
I can move off.
Hey, but I can move. Hey, but speaking of the interactions, someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. If you fading memories, a gear that's equipped, what do you think happens to
I
it?
saw that. So
Temporary is given to them, right?
If it's equipped, it doesn't fade at the end of the turn.
Yes, it does not. If it is equipped, you have to remove the unit as well to get rid of the gear.
So, if speaking of interactions like that, again, I think Alan posted it. We're learning something new every day about this game. It was Alan, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're learning something new every day. Like you said, these new interactions. This is the first North American Spearforge regional. And again, China had a couple, but maybe they don't experiment with decks the way we do. Maybe we play a little bit differently. I think it was like one of the first times it actually came up.
And I'm honestly, another play that I saw learned about while here was Casanova talked about it. So I knew you were allowed to stack your cost reductions in any way you please.
Yep.
I didn't know that when you play with the additional cost, it becomes a part of its main cost. That's what's allowing this Vex Ezreal combo to play spells for free.
Right.
Hey, look, that Vex combo, bro. And you know what's crazy? Our boy Ryan Ruiz, best of lucks. He posted right before Spearforge came out.
Yep.
He posted Vex is a top 3 card in Spearforge, and I believe we know why now. And hopefully here shortly we can pick the brain of the previous champ and see, hey man, what are you eating? What's causing you? How are you built so differently?
We're not going to talk about Riftbound. We're going to talk about what he's doing in his real life.
And honestly, with the Vex, the Fizz, the Ezreal, all purple.
Yeah.
It's almost like we've got an Exodia in a Riftbound already with the amount of play. Okay, let's also throw in Ravenbloom into that category.
Hey, just wait till
it's insane.
What's his name? Jan, the guy who's 5. He's a purple, 5 cost, 2 purple. When you target me with a spell, you draw 1. Just wait. Jan Madura.
Jay Madara. Yeah.
Dude, something's going on there.
The tech, bro.
There's going to be tech.
Hey, look, and Prismat's up there too.
The whole crew's here.
Everyone's passing by. Okay, guys. Look.
All right, guys, we're actually done on Summers Weekly. We're going to replace ourselves with all the pro players.
Yeah. Actually, we're just going to put all the pro players up here and just see what they do. Hey, look, I just want to say this. Again, the beauty of these events, is getting to share the space, hang out, get to know people. And look, we got the previous champ. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead, Mr. Shinya. No, I want you here.
Yeah.
We'll get you right back on.
Come on over.
Come here, my man. Right, we're gonna hand you that mic. Real quick. A Summoners Weekly, first IRL in the flesh, the Bologna winner, maybe even the Vegas winner. I'm gonna introduce you, Mr. Alanzq. How are you doing today?
Hey everybody, pretty good. Mind-wise, not satisfied with my scores. I misplayed quite a bit today due to just rushing on the time. Hopefully I can make it off the tiebreakers.
Hey look, we were just talking about it. The game is not just a card game. It's a mental game, a physical game. It's all these different aspects of like being able to compete competitively. How do you do it? What's the one advice besides like don't share the secret sauce? But tell me, what do you do that you think sets yourself apart from like everyone else?
Mainly the practice and how I approach preparation to the game. I just treat it seriously, like athletes train for the Olympics, and I just don't treat it as I'll play a game here and there. Just properly with the VOD reviews, recording the game, studying the game, studying every turn, studying play patterns against every deck, and that's hours of work.
And honestly, it shows. We got to talk to you just a little bit earlier, and the only thing I can really say is you're calm, you're collected. I mean, I know you were just recently saying you're upset, but honestly, I mean, it may not be what you want to hear, but I think you're doing great out there on the field. And I mean, honestly, I am impressed, and I want to take one out of your book, and I hope to be up there with you someday.
I mean, it's not about the result for me. The goal when I go to any tournament is just playing as clean as I can within the certain time. So when I'm in the Swiss, I accept playing 80% efficiently. However, today I feel like I played below that, hence the upset.
We saw you earlier, Alan. We walked up to the stage. Everyone's walking around buying their singles, enjoying the event, and we just see you with a stare, looking at the Prismat game, and I can tell you're locked in. What are you thinking in those moments?
I mean, just rooting for homie. The Prismat is the main person I prepare with, and you can tell that we have a bit different approach than others, and like the mindset, and like our results just speaks for itself. So just we support each other, and yeah, just having fun.
When it comes to y'all's practices and y'all scrimming together and all that kind of stuff, what breed, or is it just the pro players practice against each other that breeds these interesting techs and these special combos that, I mean, we aren't really seeing in these local scenes, but we're seeing here live on the big stage?
I mean, that's the beauty of TCG, that a lot of techs are staying within the groups, and you don't get to see them outside of maybe CN, but they are not, I think they are not the best deck builders. They have great players, but the decks have a lot to ask for left over.
I also wanted to throw a shout out to you as well. Follow you on X or Twitter. Man, reading the cards does a lot of work. When you read the cards, I feel like that really unlocks a lot. Some people just look at the card, they read it once, and they're like, all right, that's how it works. I feel like you don't just read the card, you understand the card. Tell me, the Vex, what brought that to your mind? What did that change in your gameplay style?
I mean, the main pattern is that you can play it on turn 2 when going second or when going first with Obelisk, and the fact that you on turn 1 you just open up with the student, you get in, get your early points, you pass with 4 mana, when you develop the Vex, you don't mind burning out the mana if they don't go into you, because you have the Vex discount will make up for it later, so you can play all those cards that you saved up earlier with the discount in the combat later on, clearing the whole board.
And I mean, obviously we've seen those crazy plays here in Vegas, and I mean, obviously your matches in Bologna, and I mean, I wanted to ask, I mean, obviously in the moment I could tell the energy was there. How did that feel leaving Bologna and then having to get right back into the preparation for Vegas?
I mean, the main thing that should be seen in the Bologna was just the support from the Polish community. We're around like 200 people there, and all of them were just cheering, shouting, chanting for us and for other Polish players, and that was like the best feeling. You felt like on the football match, just the whole community cheering for like a club, shouting like whenever the Sebik played against Victor, just a whole Polish crowd was shouting, "No decree, no decree," and those moments just makes the game so beautiful, so cheerful, and wholesome.
Dude, and you have fun with it. At the end of the day, you're having a time of your life, man. I can tell. You can feel sick, you can be tired, but man, when you're up there, it's like a flow state, right? You're like, you're literally channeling, right? That's amazing, bro. Hey, Alan, thank you for giving us the time out of your day. We wish you the best of luck, and if you win, bro, if you take it back to back, you will be known. You're just built different. You're just built different.
You will have the Riftbound champion belt, and I think we're going to see a lot of people coming for it.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate getting me over here, and yeah, hopefully I can take it back if I have a chance.
Hey, Alan, thanks so much for taking part. Hey, man, you take it easy, and good luck.
Thanks.
Anytime, man. Hey, good luck for real, bro. And hey, guys, we're back to back. We got one more. They're talking right now. We're gonna invite to the empty chair the man himself. The man himself, Prismat. Man, this guy right here. We just talked about it, Prismat. First off, welcome to Summoners Weekly. First ever IRL meeting with Prismaticism. Bro, we talked about it the other day. You're known for your Teemo here on the channel. People studied your Teemo. We hate playing against Teemo because it's not just playing a card game. I learned about your character when you play Teemo, how good of a liar you are.
Yeah.
Tell
you gotta
me.
have a bluffing game going with Teemo. So
Man.
you gotta be a little bit dishonest. Not too dishonest, because then they catch on, but just a little bit. Like if they have a choice between just being safe or flipping the game, they're probably gonna be safe.
Probably. And that's what gets him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, he's built different too, man. Man, how is your? Tell us, share your experience here at the qualifier here in Las Vegas. We saw you up there locked in, bro. You're running Draven.
Yeah, I'm running Miracle Draven. It's pretty different from Teemo, and there's still like some crossover. The card draw, having a big hand, having a lot of options, having to put things together. But it's pretty nice to be playing a meta deck, honestly. Like it's. The Teemo games are like I have to play perfectly, and I still might not win. Whereas on Draven, it's like I can make maybe a mistake here or there, and still come out on top. And then there's also just very decisive wins, and also no time pressure because the Teemo deck was tough to go into time.
Ooh, that's. I mean, I'm on it. I mean, I'm so sorry. I'm so shell shocked. Just
Back to back. Champs.
Idols. And I've heard, was watching your matches and Casanova talking about your deck list. It's not the standard Miracle Draven. There's a little bit of spice in there. Is that something you added yourself, or?
Yeah, I added the Ride the Wind in. That's probably the biggest thing that I changed. Is I was finding in the Miracle Draven mirror, you just need more ways to move around and score points, keep your units alive, deny them the combats. And then also in some other matchups, it's good against the fight or flights. It's extra accelerate. That's probably the biggest one. And maybe in the sideboard, there's a few spicy things. I think I'm pretty close to standard overall, though.
Okay. And honestly, how do you? We asked Alan this, and we were talking about it pretty recently. How do you prepare for these big events? I know there's a lot of practice that goes into it, but what really hones you in?
Mostly, biggest thing is grinding with Alan. That guy's a huge grinder. It's like every single day we have a team Discord basically, and he's just like at here scrims, just trying to get scrims with us. And it's like, for a while, for like probably, like a month and a half, I was scrimming with him, maybe a little bit less than that. And I mean, eventually I got sick of playing against just Ezreal. I was like, I need some variety, so I did like some online tournaments. But it's like, he's just a grinder. Like he's just like 10 hours a day or more. It's like, I'm like, he's in Poland, I'm in Toronto, so it's like 6-hour time zone difference. And I'm sitting there like, it's midnight for me. I'm like, surely this guy's gonna go to bed at some point. Like, we've literally just been doing it all day, like since the afternoon. It's like,
Locked
been
in.
so long. Yeah,
Locked
so,
in.
but it's great practice. I think we both push each other to get better, and it really shows.
Dude, and honestly speaking, like, it is so amazing watching you guys play games. People study you. They want to copy your deck list. But what advice would you give to somebody trying to break out into the competitive scene? How do you approach deck building?
That's a good question.
And take a second. Don't feel like you got to, it's a loaded question.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is you should at least try out all the decks in the meta, because you're going to need to know, even if you're not playing them, you're going to need to know how they operate, how to play against them, to know like what their hand's going to look like when they make certain plays, what kind of decisions they're going to make, maybe what the weaknesses of the deck are. You're going to need that foundation understanding of how everything works in the meta before you can start really breaking it, figure out, okay, these decks are weak to these things, I can start bringing in something. Or maybe you just find you like a meta deck, and you just say I can be better at it than them, or I have some kind of tech for it. But really just understanding that is the biggest thing.
And honestly, I don't think that's that's the first I've even thought about that, is running these other decks to know how they work. Because I mean, you have to study and know each and every single one of these cards. You have to figure what these decks are running potentially. And I mean, I think we've talked about it before. Running stuff that you don't typically see can throw you off. And I feel like when you're studying decks like that and building meta decks and you're seeing different spices from different people, it can really build up a resistance playing against them. And for that, I'm so stuck right now. I have so many questions.
It's better than Bologna. At Bologna, you couldn't hear anything that they were saying. So at least you can hear it not here, even though it's loud.
Look, man, we're blessed to be here, man. I just want to say this. Good luck in your games. If it's Alanzq and Prismat in the final, it's just like back scrimming.
That'd be so sick.
Be
I
like
mean, I messed it up at Bologna. I've lost in top 8, but Try and run it back.
You're right. You're winning best of tonight, bro. You're winning best of. And
We'll
if
see.
not,
There's going to be a lot of Dravens in top 8, so I'm probably not going to get away with a
when
top 8
you
finish.
do it, just remember us. We're calling it now. Prismat's going to take it. And if he doesn't, man, you're still built different. You're still built different.
Thank
Prismat, thank you for taking a couple minutes out of your busy, game-filled day to come shoot the crap with the couch guys, right now the chair guys. But, man, it was a pleasure talking to you. Please, if you need anything from us, let us know. Drink your water.
I got a lot
Get
of water.
prepared. Go get some fresh air. We'll see you on the stage, man.
All right, thank you.
You have a good one.
Hoping for the best.
Lock in, bro. It's
Oh, yeah.
time.
All right, guys, we're here with the cosplayers of the Las Vegas Regionals. We're here day 3. I know y'all have been here all 3 days. How are y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's been a good night.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Love the energy, love the people, love the game.
It's been a lot of fun, ton of fun events, a lot of sealed events, and it's super fun to be around all the Riftbound players.
You got it. And first off, I just want to say all 3 of y'all look amazing. You can definitely tell and see the dedication, the work, the time, the talent, the skill, all of it that goes into it. Can I kind of ask, what really got y'all into cosplaying? What started it?
I saw Echo dripped out in Arcane. I always loved Echo. I was always a fan of Echo. But when he was on screen and he was dripped up, I was like, I'm going to try to make that. I didn't think I would become a cosplayer from it, but I wanted to really just try my hand at making that costume, and it happened to work out.
All right.
Well, I started making costumes because I used to build Gundams. I like building stuff. So I'm like, I started watching anime. Yo, that's a cool ass character. And I'm like, I want to be him. So I started making props, and Ezra was a cool dude. So I'm like, I want to make the gauntlet. So I made it happen.
I think it was kind of like an escape, like watching anime, and when like in middle school, I just kind of wanted to become the character, and then I just started making stuff and ended up in this state right now.
All right. And I know y'all 2 were both in Houston, correct?
Yes.
How, and is this your first one working for Riot?
I've done more events with Riot, but this is my first time being Riftbound associated.
Okay. How do y'all get into that scene? How do y'all reach out and, get into these zones? I mean, for people at home that are maybe cosplaying and want to get into the hobby or get into these big events as well.
I mean, I can speak real quick. I would say the first thing is to kind of cosplay and have an identity that isn't necessarily, like clip farming in a way. Like cosplay because you want to do something, you want to be inspired to show people things. And then beyond that, if you're a really nice person, it's pretty easy to have people enjoy your company. And when that happens, you just naturally bring more people to the events that the employers want. So find a character that resonates with you, feel inspired to learn how to make it, and really just be your best self in that. And that identity is the core of cosplay.
Yeah. For me was I cosplay Victor at Houston, right? So before that, I cosplay Victor already, going to convention because I love Victor as a character. And I showed up at convention as in Victor. I think I connected with some of the folk working behind the scene, and they saw me as a, hey, you're a cool looking Victor. We want to work with you. Yeah, so just me doing it for the love of the game. And suddenly found myself doing this for the official brand, which is super cool.
I think for me, my first cosplay, one of the first ones was an Annie, and I did like a prom pose as an Annie and asking someone to be my Tibbers. So it's very cliche, and I've been playing League for a while. So the more you cosplay a specific game or specific universe, the more likely you'll be scouted for different types of activities. So keep staying loyal to the games you love.
You got it. I just gotta ask, how early do y'all get up to prepare? How long does it take? I know a few cosplayers back home. I mean, San Antonio has a big variety scene. There's always people doing every type of thing. I mean, I know it has a lot of work that goes into it. What's your routine look
The
like?
healthy answer or the truth? Do you want?
Let me hear both.
Okay.
When I do Echo, it kind of depends on the character, but one of my identities as a cosplayer is to use my natural hair. So I always change my hair color the day of. And it takes, if I'm trying to make it look perfect, it can be about 3 to 4 hours to get into full costume and have, you might mess up the makeup and have to redo it. That takes a while. That's a real time burner. So 3 to 4 hours for like a good one. If I'm rushing, it's at least an hour and a half.
For me, I did the wig ahead of time. It took at least like 2 to 3 hours to get the style right. Then I travel with the wig in a box as my carry-on, so I don't have to try to worry about who styled the night before. But it takes me about like 2 hours to get ready everything in the morning. Yeah, so it takes a little bit of time, but if you prep well and try to organize, maybe you can save some sleep and stay a little short, but it still takes a long time.
All right. I've been cosplaying for a while. There's 2 answers. The first one is the one that I should be answering. It's 6-2-1. 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals per day, and 1 shower. You need to try to hit that. This is the 6-2-1 rule. However, the truth is, on average, it depends on the cosplay. Day 1, I did Spirit Blossom Ari. That took 2.5 hours to get ready. A little bit easier. Day 2 was Mythmaker Aurelia. That one was hard. You guys saw that one. Lots of swords. That was around 2.5 hours. Jinx is always the longest. So you want to combine 2 easier, so a lot of pre-prep, and then it's easier during the day. And Jinx is around a 3-hour prep time. So waking up around 6 a.m. So do 2 easy, 1 hard. That's what I usually say. So you're sleeping around, on average, 3 to 5 hours, and 3-hour prep time. Yeah.
I wake up 30 minutes after the pod.
I wish.
I wish.
And I have to ask, if y'all had one cosplay, you have unlimited budget, what are you trying to do?
I think I would do Blythe from Elden Ring if I had an unlimited budget.
Okay. You say unlimited budget.
Unlimited budget.
A Gundam pilot. I want a life-size Gundam. I'm piloting that, and something around. That's if that's possible. But I know that's not that realistic. But I want to have, if you have the time and fun and energy to do it. It's Ed from Full Metal Alchemist, bro. So the whole bodysuit and everything, yeah.
Like real metal. I think the summary answer is that we want real metal armor on our bodies. So
yes.
That's really funny because I was going to say something similar, like a Rumble or like a Diva cosplay, a full mecha, like something like that that has all the movement. Rather than, there's like fake versions where they have like cardboard, but you want it to be an actual robot,
You've heard it here first. The cosplayers want mechs. That's what we need.
We want mecha.
Who doesn't want mechs?
All right, I'm gonna let y'all go.
What would be your answer?
Ooh, I've thought about cosplaying before. I've always wanted to do characters that I've probably that would fit my size and build. I'm a big One Piece nerd. I love Ace. I would love to do Ace.
Do it.
You gotta do it.
Would you cosplay the Hole as well?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's so evil.
That was
That was a joke. I'm sorry. That is a good choice.
And
good choice.
before we leave, I do want to give y'all a shout out. So go ahead and plug y'all's Instagrams, Twitters. Where can they find you?
I'm Foxford on Instagram, so that's FOXFRD.
I'm Plum Soju, and most of social media on YouTube is made in Jiayang, and it's more detail about how I make my props, tips how to make props, tips how to make cosplay and such, and 3D printing Gundam and stuff.
Mine's Toxic Bunny, TOXICK Bunny. There's a C and a K everywhere. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys so much for having me on. Again, really great commitment, y'all. Y'all did amazing, and we hope to see you or will y'all be in Atlanta?
Hopefully.
Possibly.
Hope so.
Y'all gotta get us hired,
Yeah. If they
Riot,
want,
we
if they
need
want
them
us
in
back,
Atlanta. All right,
tell them
guys.
you love us. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if y'all don't mind, if I could get a quick picture with y'all.
Of course.